What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and today we're bringing you guys a long-awaited video. We were able to ask our guy, Fluffy Waffles, who in my opinion is the best player in the game. And I know some of you guys are probably wondering like, nah, no way, or this person or that person. Trust me, guys, we've done multiple polls in the stream. One of the polls had 650 votes total, and Fluffy won that with like a 60-70% in favor of our guy Fluffy Waffle. So I asked him if he was willing to share his builds, specifically his cav builds, because when I was out in the field, I would always just see Fluffy Waffles just fly by. He was even escorting us at some point, trying to help out people that were in the back, you know. So I'm like, you know what? I need to make sure that people check this out, because for Season of Strife, guys, for those of you guys that are at, I mean, I don't know if anyone's really at his level, but are close to Fluffy Waffles' level or even spend level, you're going to have your calves ready, because you're going to have a lot of fun. And if you don't have them, you're going to wish you got them, right? And Fluffy Waffles went through a variety of marches that he was running through with his calves due to stamina issues and all that. But as you guys know, Fluffy Waffles is in Noir, as you see here, Alliance in Noir. I'm just kind of giving you guys a little background on Fluffy, just in case you guys don't know him, kind of give him more credibility. He's ranked second in personal merits, right behind the Nefecito. However, when a lot of the war was over, right, after we fought TFS and then we fought EIS, right, when that was over, Fluffy was sitting in the #1 spot. Meaning at like the peak of the war, he was in the #1 spot, even over Nefisto, which is crazy, right? So we went ahead and we were like, all right, give us that cav build, right? Give us that cav build. What were you running? And let me show you guys here what he was running. So we're gonna start off with the front. He shared with us his five march setup, his talent builds, his pets, and a few little questions that I asked for him that I think are crucial. Let's see. Don't forget to like, or I'll throw a chancla at you. Oh my god. By the way, YouTube Guns is not that serious in live. This is all an act for the views. Alright, here we go. Fluffy Waffles, right? So in his first march, he has Ferrando Theodore, right? He has Blink on there with the Berserk Fade Drake. Good old Urag and Tobin with the new Artie and a rock, right? And then good old Emrys Bakshi, those nasty spring blades with a rock on there as well. And then he got good old Craig and Alistair on there as well, with Sorlins and Berserk Phaedric. And then his infantry march setup with the Skolgol Nika. Yo, Fong Chong, appreciate that sub, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm glad you're on the content. As you guys know, if you haven't noticed already, we are live on YouTube right now, and everyone's watching this recording live. So that's his 5 setup. 1 second. See?
Lo voy a llevar, ¿eh?
Okay.
Yo voy a ir por los niños.
Okay.
Por tu hermano.
Okay.
Okay? Ándale pues.
Okay, sorry about that. So, that's his 5 march setup. He said, I'll scroll a little bit down on the questions, but he said that you can run like Kanara and someone else here if you don't like Alistair. But he said like he wanted to keep his Kanara free because dealing with stamina issues, right? He wanted to be able to have his Kanara to be able to use the Kanara with his archers, I imagine. Right? Restart, Natalie ruined it. It wasn't Natalie, bro. All right, so going into his first talent build, right? This is on his Emrys. And I'm not going to stay on these for too long. Okay, so be ready with your screenshots. I'll stay on there for a few seconds. As you can see here, he went with the full mobility tree here. He went with the full mobility and halfway into Cavalry, right? Full mobility and halfway into Cavalry for his Emrys. Boom. And then moving on, his Ferrando, he looks like he went halfway into Cavalry and then full PvP. And if you're wondering, oh, what is in the bottom, right? Because sometimes you go, oh, what is in the bottom? Like, usually that's pretty standard, guys, to something like this, right? To like, obviously, you got to put 3 in here, 3 in speed, 3 in health, right? He split them up here. I think he might have done that with his other ones too, but that's what he has here for Rondo. Coming back to this, full PvP and half into Cavalry. Bam. And then moving over to Urag. Oh, he put Atheist Mastery. Atheist Mastery. Oh, I should have asked him what mastery skills he has on there. Let me type in there real quick. Maybe we can get that in there. Let's see. What mastery skills did you run on your apps? Okay. So while we wait for his response, we're gonna go ahead and keep on doodling. So he had his Urag right here, Urag Tobin. Looks like he went with a mixture of skill. Interesting, honestly. The 4 out of 5 up there, 3 out of 5 there. I don't know. Like I said, I trust Fluffy Waffles and what he decides to do. Right? It looks like he was going for more speed here. That's what it seems like he was going for. So that's the build for his Urag. And then the fourth one, he got Craig's. Okay, so some of these he put what he was running on it, right? Some of these he put what he was running on it. Like on the Urag one, he said he put the Atheist Mastery skill. Which I believe was the one that gives you less damage taken and speed. Then he has the Sorlin's. I don't know if he means Sorlin's blade or if he put the light of Sorlin or whatever. Let's see, here we got, and then that was just the artifact on the other one. So Spring Feather he has on this one. I mean, we saw what artifacts he was running based off the 5 build that he showed us. Looks like this is like a full like crazy speed build here. This video gets 10K. Like we leak guns bathtub video. Shut up. What about wasting Skogel Stam? Yeah, I mean you could technically consider that quote unquote wasting, but you can still run Gorish with other tank marches as well. Main thing is speed sync for 5 Cavs march. He worked on that too. Oh, that's right. That's probably why we saw that Urag the way that was built. Yeah, my speed is synced at 59%. See, guys, see what I'm saying? That's some top tier shit right there. Having like all your speed synced and everything. Like that stuff definitely plays a big role, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, you guys see it out in the field, right? And now that I think about it, I'm like, dude, I definitely noticed that there was like a few times where one march was like way back there and one march was way over here. I definitely noticed that personally on mine. Okay, so he said you can split Ferrando and Theo, but Ken Nico behind him if you don't like Craig Allister, but I don't like doing that because I use my range setup and stand management is really important. I mean, you could use Indus behind the Cav if you want to. I still need to work on my Cav pets, but he'll share what he has. He said I can live interview SP. So this is his rock, his golden rock. One of the primary things with the golden rock is to be able to do the rage, right? They got rage accumulation speed is huge, right? Kind of a little bit of rage right here. Angry roar, blood roar, fierce attack, intense fierce attack, and then fatal bite. Bam. Moving on to his other one. So you guys kind of see what he's rocking. His gold is, it looks like he keeps it pretty standard and around the same for the golden rock, right? Bam, 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 bam. Pretty similar to the other one. Moving forward. Fluffy Waffles, I don't know if you saw in the PM, but we asked you what mastery skills you were running. And then his Berserk Fade Drake. You can see he has the Tooth and Claw, Fatal Bite, Angry Roar, Fierce Attack, Blood Roar, and Intense Fierce Attack. Kinda crazy. Those Berserk Fade Drakes go kind of crazy. You guys remember when the Berserk Fade Drake had that freaking glitch? You responded? Oh, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Berserk Fade Drake. right? These are like, look at this build, right, chat? Like, this is like a good starter build, right? 1 star of each, 2-star fierce attack. Like, it's a good setup. You look at the agility's good. It has 7 slots. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. All right, moving on. I think that was his second one. Okay, and then his venomous lizard. He has these in there right now. I wonder what other ones he's gonna put into his venomous lizard. I mean, he has it 2-star. I'm sure he can fit in some other 1-stars. He probably ran out of 1-stars to buy. Let's go look at his Bruin Bear. Let's go look at his Bruin Bear. Bam. That's what he has on that. And guys, he did say they are a work in progress, okay? He did say they are a work in progress. He said, interchangeable tank pet for Skogel, still work in progress. I'm waiting for the pet shop reset. Working on a 3-star fierce attack for his gold rock. Sheesh. Okay, so I asked him, okay, I got a few questions for you. Guns, you sexy beast, how are you? Yo, Barbs, what's up, bro? We're just recording a little video for YouTube right now, kind of going over the 5 March setup that our guy Fluffy Waffles was doing. Why Skogel Nika and not Skogel Goresh? Because of speed, bro. Nika do large skill damage, that's why. And I think it's mainly because of speed. I want to say it's mainly a speed. Yo, Hasta. How do you say that? Hastakasia? What's up, bro? So, okay. Other key things that I asked him. How much mana did you spend? Because there's a lot of times I have a lot of conversations with you guys in Discord and PMs, right? Like, what does it take to be a top fighter? Like, a lot of people kind of want to gauge and be able to properly prepare for this stuff to see if it kind of fits their budget or whatnot. But keep in mind, guys, our guy Fluffy Waffles, his historical power is 151 million power, guys. So this guy probably has like 8 to 9 million T5s roughly. Let's see, I'm 130 and I have like 7.5. Yeah, so he has about 9.5 million T5s at his disposal. And even still, he used a total of 2.3 billion mana roughly the entire season. Right, if you kind of break that down, you need to spend around 1.5 mana easily. Guns, there's our guy Tanjiro. Another one on the list to get builds and stuff from. I see you, bro. I see you. But yeah, to be a top fighter, you gotta have like Tanjiro said, and you know it's funny you said that, Tanjiro, because we literally said that also earlier. You're looking at about 1.5 billion mana at the minimum. And what is that in total of the bazaar? You're looking at 3, 6, 9, 12, 5. You're looking at about $500 worth of mana for a 50-day season. So roughly $250 of mana that you got to set aside for a budget. That is crazy. But that's what it takes, right? On top of being active as well. Because if you're not active during the main points of the fighting, like, you're just going to be running around like doing whatever you can. So you got to make sure you kind of stay on top of a lot of the main fights. And, you know, Fluffy Waffles did just that. And this guy doesn't have a pilot, guys. A lot of players that have crazy merits are piloted. And we know who they are. We're not going to say who they are. And I can tell you for sure, our guy Fluffy Waffles is not being piloted. Every time we were playing, he was in Discord. Especially during the beginning of the war, I think he only slept like freaking 45 minutes or an hour in a 48-hour period. Like, the dude is a freaking animal, dude. I'm pretty sure he is artificial intelligence created by Lilith Gaming. Not even kidding. Anyways, so okay, so then I asked him, okay, if you had to put a percentage on how often you use calves compared to other marches, what would it be? 65 to 70% this season, guys. Cav mains. Where's my cav mains at? Yeah. My cav mains coming out, boy. My cav gains coming out. Heading to season 2, what's the best? Oh, yeah, I'll answer that to you after this recording. He's a dev, true. Best tip-to-tip marches in COD. Guys, I wish I would have clipped it. I wish I would have clipped it to add more credibility to what I'm about to say, but I literally guessed this, right? Last season, they're like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, the new calves are coming. Like, they're going to be shit. Like, no one really uses calves anyways. Whoop, whoop, this, that, yee, right? And I'm like, well, one way that they can get people to use calves is if they're getting really good merits. As some of you guys may know, the merit system was a little bit different this season, right? I mean, that's a whole video of its own, but it is. It's definitely different. However, for the Cav mains, their merits were looking solid, dude, compared to other seeds. Even for me, guys. Even for me. Even my 4-star Awakened Bakshi and Theodore, with a level 5 Kingslayer and a decent little golden rock on it, I was still able to get 20 to 20 something K merits, even getting swarmed down. Just to give you guys an idea. But anyways, kind of back to what I was saying. For them to make any March viable, it's about the merits. Because here in the Call of Dragons community, we're very tied and we've developed a relationship with merit earning. You know, and if something doesn't really earn us merits, like, we don't really care for it. You know, so he did say he ran out of stamina in each war on calves. 232 stam. Right, he obviously picked diligence. That's another question that you guys often ask me, like, what policy? Diligence, bro. For most people, diligence, right? Some people try to argue other things, but I mean, here's one of our top fighters saying diligence, so yeah, diligence. He went a 232 stamp plus 60 alliance skill plus normal regen. He went down to 0 fighting BXS behind their pass and TFS EIS wars. He said he changed factions like the win. He said probably Wilderberg, but he's league at the moment to RSS heal flying mages. If he RSS heals them, RSS healing flyer calves cost the same amount of gold and ore. A lot of people have a lot of wood RSS compared to gold and ore because they RSS heal major archer, so he mitigates that for himself. Okay. SP got 10 billion wood he's not using. Oh my god, that is insane. Why? Because he mainly RSS heals his archers, huh? I need to hit up our guy SP, be like, hey, bro, I need to go over to a city with a little bucket. Okay, so I asked him, what would be your 3 tips for the open field? He said for calves, and I said ye or in general. He said for calves. He said for For calves, just play them because you can pass through legions with cav using unyielding rust, so you can kind of charge from one target to another as long as the tank isn't super blocking you. Yeah, dude, I think one of the biggest things that I've been seeing, like, you know, I've had my own little fair share. You guys know sometimes I'll switch to Spring Warden, run around and hunt a little bit. But this season I've been just healing and fighting in the main fights, but haven't really been able to do that here. Anyways, avoiding those tanks is huge out there, guys. Avoiding those tanks and timing that unyielding rush is huge, right? Because often you guys will see people start their unyielding rush, change their mind last second to another target, and now they're going to the other target with no unyielding rush because they already use it on the other one, right? So you kind of want to make good use of your unyielding rush of when to start the attack or not. All right. Just play with your alliance in balls, lol, and bananas, so you don't get caught on your own and get jumped. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, just kind of adding a little bit more to what he said there. In these wars, dude, anyone that was out of position was just getting obliterated, especially in top servers. As you guys continue to make progression in your little Call of Dragons journey, you'll see. In the bigger fights, dude, it's all about fighting with your team, staying with your team. If you're mage, you kind of have a little bit more flexibility to move around, but especially archers, like your micro has to be on point, bro. As soon as you step across that line, people like me are gonna nuke you with infernos, freaking orbs, you name it. Like, you're catching all of it, right? So you gotta fight as a team, right? I told him if he could change one thing about Call of Dragons, what would it be? He said, let more troops die, joke. So one of the things he would say is that he misses, especially for all the Cav guys, Fluffy's just an everything main, but especially all my Cav mains guys, one of the things that he brought up here was when they nerfed the unyielding rush. You guys remember you were able to do unyielding rush from like a freaking football field away, bro. It was insane, dude. It was insane, right? The charge was it was faster and a longer charge. Yep. Whoever asked about my S1 alliance, damn. Chat, you guys asked about my S1 alliance. You guys are trying to trigger old drama. Show his highest merit report in Cavs. I don't know if he has it. I don't know if you have it on you, Fluffy. I'll show you guys some of the reports that he showed me. Okay, so here goes on the mastery skills, okay? And this is for our specific season, right? You may or may not have these in your kingdom. But for his case, he ran the Indus mastery skill on box sheet, which increases your legion unit and your HP. He did the Atheist on Urag and Bakshi. Oh, look, he's already sharing some. He did Atheist on Urag and Bakshi, right? Which gives them more speed and they take more damage. Sorry, on Urag. And then he ran the Bakshi skill on Theo. Nice. He ran Oracle's Grace on Craig. Usually nothing on Skogul because I left it for Kanara Magze / Archer / Mage. Sheesh. Look at those reports, bro. This morning with EIS defending building destruction. Bro, see what I'm saying? Like, dude, damn. You know what's... When I was making my push recently for the 30 million power that I pushed, I was like, nah, you want to make sure you have some calves. Have some calves. And I'm just like, nah. I was like, nah. And now I'm low-key kind of regretting it a little bit, dude. Like, the calf mains had a lot of fun this season. And like I said, the main purpose of this video is to prepare some of you guys that like being the top merit earners. If you don't have calves out there, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it for sure. That was just this morning, defending building destruction. And I'll show you guys, he had shared with me some in the back right here. Look at these 91k report, 60k report, 97k report. Like, dude, the calves are cooking. For most people with mage marches, they were getting like 30 to 40s best. Right, some people went into the 50s a little bit with Lilia Valen, maybe even 60s. We're talking averages, right? And then for infantry, some people were getting like 15 to 25. If they had a cracked out pet, they were pushing into the 30Ks. A lot of the archer mains were pushing 50s and above for a lot of their marches. A lot of 50s and above there that I saw. But then there's the caps, just like going crazy and having fun. Okay, so that's what he put there. I did ask him if he can change one thing in Call of Dragons, what would it be? I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was the one about bringing in the charge again. But yeah, guys, that's his setup. Those are his setups, and I hope that you guys found this little guide useful from the #1 player in the game. And I'll be willing to go up to debate with anyone until that changes. Hey, right? I mean, yes, merits matter, obviously, right? But also just like the IQ of the player, right? And how they go around combining different marches, pets, like what works with what. On top of that, like not even just fighting, guys. Like Fluffy's very active in Alliance chat. Even right now, he's kind enough to share all his builds and everything with everyone. There's a lot of players that kind of gatekeep that. Like I get why some people gatekeep it, but at the end of the day, people can have your setup. Doesn't mean they're gonna do as good as you, right? But it's a good base for people to start at. So shout out to Fluffy Waffles, guys, for sharing his builds with us. And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like on the video. It definitely helps us out, get out there with your guys' likes. If you guys have any additional questions for our guy Fluffy Waffles, feel free to drop them in the comment section. Maybe he might see him, or for sure I'll see him, and then I'll ask him and then get back to you guys. Just let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. If you guys are enjoying the coverage like this and don't want to miss coverage like this, because I do these often, usually towards the end of the season, right? usually towards the end of the season, because at that point we've been through all our fights and different combinations. Every season's different. This season's freaking Cav season. Even saying that out loud makes me laugh because everyone was talking so much crap about Cavs before, me included. Guilty as charged. But if you don't want to miss out, make sure you hit that sub button, turn on that bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video, guys. Until next time, guys, your boy Guns here and from YouTube Live. Peace out, y'all.